very interesting, but we came about a totally different matter. Thank you for being so accommodating. A year ago, my son, the heir to the throne of Japan, bolted from our imperial court.
Indeed. Had he any reason to be dissatisfied with his position?
None whatever. On the contrary, I was going to marry him, yet he fled.
I am surprised he should have fled from one so, lovely.
That's not true. You hold that my face is not beautiful because I am plain. But you know nothing. You are still unenlightened. Learn then, it is not in the face alone that beauty is to be sought. My face is unattractive.
It is.
But I have a left shoulder blade. It is a miracle of loveliness. People come from miles to see it. My right elbow has a fascination few can resist.
Allow me.
It is on view on Tuesdays and Fridays on the presentation of a visiting card. As for my circulation, it is the largest in the world.
And yet he fled.
And is now masquerading in this town, disguised as a second trombone.
A second trombone?
Yes, I wonder, would it be troubling you too much if I asked you to produce him? He goes by the name of
Nanky Poo.
Nanky Poo.
It's quite easy. That is, it's rather difficult. In point of fact, he's gone abroad.
Gone abroad? His address?
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
See here, his name, Nanky Poo, beheaded this morning. Oh. Where shall I find another? Where shall I find another?
Dear. This is very tiresome. My poor fellow, in your anxiety to carry out my wishes, you have beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan.
I beg to offer an unqualified apology.
I desire to associate myself with that expression of regret.
We really haven't the least notion.
Of course you haven't. How could you? Come, my dear fellow. Don't distress yourself. It's not your fault. If a man of exalted rank chooses to disguise himself as a second trombone, he must take the consequences. It really distresses me to see you take on so. I have no doubt he thoroughly deserved all he got.
Very much obliged to your majesty.
Much obliged, your majesty.
Very much obliged, your majesty.
Obliged? Not a bit. How could you tell?
Of course we couldn't tell who the gentleman really was.
It wasn't written on his forehead, you know.
It might have been on his pocket handkerchief, but then Japanese don't use pocket handkerchiefs.
I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Punishment?
Yes, something lingering with boiling oil in it, I fancy. Oh, no. I think boiling oil occurs in it somewhere, but I'm not sure. I know it's something humorous but lingering, with either boiling oil or melted lead. But come, don't fret, I'm not a bit angry.
If your majesty will accept our assurances, we really had no idea.
Of course.
I knew nothing about it.
I wasn't there.
That's the pathetic part about it. The fool of an act says, compassing the death of the heir apparent. There's not a word about a mistake.
No.
Or not knowing.
No.
Or having no notion.
No.
Or not being there.
No.
Well, there ought to be, of course.
Yes.
But there isn't.
Oh.
Cheer up, come on. I'll have it altered. Next session. Now, let's see about your execution. Will after luncheon suit you?
Oh, yes.
Can you wait till then?
Oh, yes, we can wait till then.
Then we'll make it after luncheon.
I don't want any lunch.
I'm very sorry for you all, but it's an unfair world, and virtue is triumphant only in theatrical performances. Right, lunch. Come.
Crikey, what a pickle, eh? In their attempt to save their own bacon, they pretended to kill the son of the Mikado. Madness! So Coco, Hubar and Peter Singh need to come clean. But if they do, Katisha will whisk Nanki Poo away, who's now packing his suitcase for his honeymoon with Yum Yum. He obviously doesn't want to go back to her, so it seems the only way out is if Coco marries Katisha.
I marry Katisha?
Well, it'll be all right. Her right heel, people come from miles around to see. Her left shoulder is much admired by connoisseurs. I think you could do a lot worse. What do you say, Nanki?
Well, Katisha is single. I prefer to be a disembodied spirit. When Katisha is married, existence will be as welcome as the flowers in spring.
Oh, that really is a cute song. Ever there was one.
Yes.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, breathe promise of merry sunshine. As we merrily dance and we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that they bring, tra-la, of a summer of roses and wine, of a summer of roses and wine. And that's what we mean when we say that a thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, have nothing to do with the case. I've got to take under my wing, tra-la, a most unattractive old thing, trollop, with a caricature of a face, with a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing. Oh, bugger the flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la-la-la-la, 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 tra-la-la-la-la.
cheated maiden die. Nay, not a cheated maiden die. Miscreant, who robbed me of my love. But vengeance pursues. They are heating the cauldron.
Katisha, behold, a suppliant at your feet. Katisha, mercy!
Mercy? At you? Mercy? On him? See here, you have slain my love. He did not love me, but he would have loved me in time. I am an acquired taste. Only the educated palate appreciates me. I was educating his palate when he left me. Oh, well, he is dead. And where shall I find another? Where shall I find another?
Here!
What?
Here! Katisha! For years I have loved you with the white-hot passion that is slowly but surely consuming me very vitals. Ah, shrink not from me. If there is aught of a woman's mercy in your heart, turn not away from a lovesick suppliant whose every fibre thrills at your tiniest touch. True it is that under a poor mask of disgust, I have endeavoured to conceal a passion whose inner fires are broiling the very soul within me. But the fire will not be smothered. It defies all attempts at extinction, and breaking forth all the more eagerly for its long restraint, it declares itself in words that will not be weighed, must not be schooled, and should not be too severely criticised. Katisha! I dare not hope for your love, but I will not live without it. Down!
You, whose hands still reek of the blood of my betrothed, dare to address words of passion to the woman you have so foully wronged.
I do.
Go to. Who knows so well as I that no one ever yet died of a broken heart?
You know not what you say. Listen. On a tree by a river, a little tom-tit sang willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And I said to him, Dicky bird, why do you sit singing willow, tit, willow? Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, oh, willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. He slapped at his chest as he sat on that bough, singing willow, tit, willow, and a cold perspiration bespangled his brow. Oh, willow, tit, willow. He sobbed and he sighed, and a gurgle he gave. Then he plunged himself in to the billowy wave, and an echo arose from the suicide's grave. Oh, willow, tit, willow, tit willow, tit willow, tit willow. That was blighted affection which made him exclaim, oh willow, tit willow, tit willow. And if you remain callous and obdurate, I shall perish as he did, and you will know why. Though I probably shall not exclaim as I die. Oh, willow, tit willow, tit willow.
Did he really die of love?
He really did.
All on account of a cruel little head.
Yes.
Poor little chap.
It's an affecting tale, and quite true. I knew the bird intimately.
Did you? You must have been very fond of her.
Oh, his affection was something extraordinary.
Poor little chap. And if I refuse you, will you go and do the same?
Oh, at once?
Oh, no, you mustn't. Oh, no, anything but that. Oh, I am a silly little goose.
You are.
And you won't hate me if I'm just a teeny-weeny little bit bloodthirsty.
Hate you? Katisha, is there not beauty even in bloodthirstiness?
My idea, exactly. There's beauty in the bellow of the blast. There's grandeur in the growling of the gale. There's an eloquence outpouring when the lion is roaring and the tiger is the lashing of his tail.
Yes, I like to see a tiger from the Congo or the Niger, and especially when they're lashing off his tail.
Volcanoes have a grandeur that is grim, and earthquakes only terrify the dogs. But to him who's scientific, there is nothing less terrific than the falling of a flight of thunderbolts.
Yes, in spite of all my weakness, if I have a little weakness, it's a passion for a flight of thunderbolts. If that is so, sing day down day, it's evident very our tastes are one. Away we will go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. There is beauty in extreme old age. Do you fancy you are elderly enough? Information I'm requesting on the subject interesting. Do you think you are better when you're tough?
That's what I mean. It's the general opinion that she'll last a great deal longer when she's tough.
It's enough to marry, do you think?
Yes.
Won't you wait until you're 80 in the shade?
No.
There's a fascination frantic in the ruin that's romantic. Do you think you are sufficiently decayed?
To the matter that you mention, I have given some attention, and I think I am sufficiently decayed.
If that is so, sing derry down derry, it's evident very our tastes are one. Away we'll go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. If that is so, sing derry down derry, it's evident very our tastes are one. Away we'll go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. Sing derry down derry, merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done.
Well, here we are then, nearing the end of our time together. Katisha paired up, and Nankipu can return to life. But nobody knows where he is. Mikado had a capital lunch of TFC, That's Titty and fried chicken. And he's now ready to kill the Lord High Executioner. And his two well-meaning but misguided accomplices.
Mercy! Mercy! Mercy for Coco! Mercy for Pixie! Mercy! Oh, even for Pooh-Bah.
I'm sorry, I don't think I quite caught that remark.
Mercy even for Pooh-Bah.
Mercy! My husband that was to have been is dead. And I have just married this miserable object.
You've not been long about it.
We were married before the registrar.
Is the registrar.
I see, but my difficulty is, as you have slain the heir apparent.
The heir apparent is not slain.
Bless my heart, my son!
And your daughter-in-law elected.
Traitor! You have deceived me!
Yes, I think you are entitled to an explanation, but I think he will give it better whole than in pieces.
Your Majesty, true it is that I said I had killed Nanky Poo.
Yes, with most affecting particular.
A merely corroborative detail intended to give artistic verisimilitude to otherwise bald and unconvincing.
Will you refrain from putting in your
Narrative.
Your Majesty, it's like this. When Your Majesty says let a thing be done, it's as good as done. Practically it is done, because Your Majesty's will is law. When Your Majesty says kill a gentleman, and a gentleman is told off to be killed, practically that gentleman is dead. Consequently, he is dead. And if he is dead, well then why not say so?
This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the bit we have all been waiting for. Will Mikado, I think it's all a load of codswallop, will Coco get away with it? Will the Tory party ever learn how to behave and run a country or choose a party chairman? Will Harry attend the coronation? If you've enjoyed the show, we've been St Peter's, Gilbert and Sullivan Society. If you haven't, keep it under wraps. So what will the Mikado say?
I see. Nothing could possibly be more satisfactory.
Oh, he's gone and married Yum Yum. Your anger may vary, for Paul will be merry. I think you are better to come. And join our expressions of grief.
On this subject I pray you be dumb. Your notions, though many, are not worth a penny. The word for your guidance is bum. You've a very good bargain in me.
On this subject we pray you be dumb. We think you have better succumb. You'll find there are many who wait for a penny, There are lots of good fish in the sea, There's lots of good fish in the sea, There's lots of good fish in the sea.
The threatened cloud has passed away.
It's a daunting.
Although the night may come too soon.
It's years and years of afternoon.